So people, thank you very much for joining me. This is Military Guna TV. I want to say, I want to give a special thank to all those who took the time out of their day to pay attention to my content, to listen, to watch, and to enjoy. Even those who comment, yes, I may not agree, and yes, some of you guys may disagree with what I'm saying, but the thing about it is that we keep it calm, we keep it mutual, and we keep it on an understanding level, which I do really respect. Now, this show today is all about the Reggae Boyz. Now, today we'll be speaking about the best 11 or the potential best 11 for the World Cup qualifiers. Now, this is going to be comprised of players that are linked to come in and also players that are already in the Jamaica Reggae Boyz teams. So it is crucial that you guys remember that I said this is also going to comprise of players that are linked, because I know that there's issues where a lot of people are saying that why are we involving these players and we haven't gotten them as yet. So this is the reason why I said this is the best potential, right? Which means it hasn't happened as yet, but it is likely to happen. Now, the first person I want to go to is the one that is in goal. Definitely Andrea Blake is the captain. We have a few captains. We have Mariappa. We also have Damien Lowe. But Andrea Blake is the first person we want to go to. He has started off his season in spectacular form. Few appearances so far for Philadelphia Union, and he has yet to concede a goal, putting a spectacular performance in all 3 games. So definitely the first person that I will go with, age 30, and yes, this is his last opportunity. It's possible his last opportunity to go for a World Cup. So I think that is something that he will definitely try to pursue and try his best. So that is one of the reasons why you've seen him putting in all these immaculate performances, because he wants to build that momentum going into the Gold Cup and also the World Cup squad. Now, the reason why I said it's possibly his last World Cup appearance is because we have so much keepers coming up which are very much younger than him. Jaden White, Awan Knight. This is the reason why I've stated that this possibly could be his last World Cup. But we already know that keepers can they have a longer longevity in their gameplay. But definitely we're trying to look for the future, looking towards the future, and I do think that the youth is the direction to go. Now at right back, definitely I'm going with Kyle Walker-Peters. Yes, I know, as I said, it's potential. We have to work with that. Kyle Walker-Peters so far this season has been in great form, playing for Southampton at the right back position. That is the reason why he's preferable choice for me. Now, Walker-Peters has a lot of competition. Alvas Powell, Dejon Anderson. There's a few. Curtis Tilt also can play in that position as well. So we have a lot of players who can fight for that position. Liam Moore, even Mariappa is there as well. So there's a lot of competition for the right back position, but the reason why I choose Kyle Walker-Peters is because he's quite young. Basically, Walker-Peters and Dejon Anderson are the two youngest of the lot that I've just mentioned, and Walker-Peters is definitely playing at a level with a more potent team that can deliver, and he's actually putting in performances week in, week out at that particular level. So we know all what he has to bring to the table, and we have to accept that. This is the reason why Kyle Walker-Peters is the one for me. Age 24, right foot, right defender, right back, also can play as a right winger, but we know that he is very good as a right back. So the next person I'll be going to is the left back position, and definitely that's also a really difficult position as well. We have Amari Bell, also we have Kemar Lawrence, aka Taxi. Now, over in that position, definitely I would have to go with Taxi, because Taxi is also a grassroots, definitely one of the core players in the Jamaica Reggae Boyz team. So definitely I would have to go with Taxi for this one. Yes, Taxi is also playing at a higher level than Amari Bell. We know that Amari Bell is at a good club, but he's yet to get proper game time. Taxi is in week in, week out at Anderlecht, and he's definitely putting some solid performance. We have to respect for that. He's a core member of the team, relatively good age at 28. He's in the right age bracket. Also putting in those performances week in, week out. Average rating of 6.9, almost 7, which is very good. So Kemar Lawrence is actually my left back. Going into the defensive period at right central defender, I will definitely have to go with Liam Moore. We all see what Liam Moore did, and we also see what Liam Moore is doing in the championship as well. One of the best defenders in the championship, and highly rated as well. We have seen the leadership quality that he has displayed throughout the evening's appearance for the Reggae Boyz, how he looks commanding, how definitely seems that he's just slotted into a team that he has been playing for the longest time. So definitely at right centre back, I would have to go with Liam Moore. Liam Moore is 28 years old, putting in performance week in, week out in the championship for Reading. He's also the captain of Reading. That is the reason why we need that level of experience around back. Very, very vocal. So we know that we have something strong getting from Liam Moore. Also, there's the fact that Liam Moore can play also on the left-hand side of the defense, but predominantly I would put him on the right-hand side because that's his strongest position despite a lot of things. Liam Moore also can play in central midfield and also at the right-back position. So he's a versatile player that can play in a lot of roles, but definitely Liam Moore is my right central defender. Now we move over onto the left-hand side. We have a lot of left-sided defenders. We have West Arden, we have Tilt as well, can play on the left side as well. We have Pinnock and we have Damien Lowe. So much option in that particular area. Now the difficulty is to choose from that. Out of those lot that I've just mentioned, there's two outstanding players in that area. We have Damien Lowe playing in the Al Ittihad Alexandria, one of the most commanding defenders in the league, and also for his team, commanding figure in the team, which is driving the team upwards to the table, trying to get the success of winning the trophy. Now we look over onto the next person, who is actually Ethan Pinnock. Now Ethan Pinnock playing in championship, looking for promotion into the Premier League, rated as one of the best defenders also in the championship. Now there's going to be a big comparison between the Egyptian league and also the English championship league. So if you guys should do that comparison, definitely I think that the championship league would outweigh the Egyptian league, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's no talent in the Egyptian league. And I definitely think that Damien Lowe is one of those talented players that can definitely and obviously play in the championship. When you should have a look at this one, it's going to be a difficult task to select between Damien Lowe and Ethan Pinnock. So Ethan Pinnock playing week in, week out in the championship at a high level, same as Damien Lowe, but the comparison will lie between Damien Lowe and Ethan Pinnock, because for sure we know over the right hand side it is Liam Moore. So let's come to a decision on regards to which defender would have to use. I'm looking at Damien Lowe and I'm also looking at Ethan Pinnock. So what would separate these two guys? So I would use the level of performance, also the continuity in performance as well. Then now we have to look at age. I'm not saying that there isn't any talent in the Egyptian league, but what I'm saying, I'm going for a more proven player, playing at a higher level, definitely playing in FA Cups against big teams, also in the championship, and now they're looking forward to make that big step into the Premier League. We have to put on a level of respect to that. And for the left defensive side position, I will have to give that on to Ethan Pino. No, so that's the back four, and also the keeper. In the goal we have Andrea Blake. At right back we have Kyle Walker-Peters. Centre back pairing we have Ethan Pinnock and Liam Moore. And over on the left hand side we have Kemar Lawrence, aka Taxi. Now this is going to be the decisive position where the big problems lies. Now at this point in time, I'm going with a 4-2-3-1, which will have two defensive central, three attacking midfielders and one creative midfielder, two on the wing and also one striker. So as the two midfielders, I will definitely go. First one has to be Kevon Lambert. Now, mastering his trade at the Phoenix Rising definitely has a lot to tell for him. Age 24, very young. He's at the right age tempo for us to groom him into that player. Yes, he has represented Jamaica on a high level, and I do think that he has the capability to bring the Jamaican midfield to a bit of level of stability and progression. Now, I do think that Kevon Lambert can partner well with a player such as Daniel Johnson. Two physical players, two defensive-minded players, also two players that can do well in transition. One of the key things about these two players is that they have the ability to break the press, they have the ability to beat the press, and the ability to calm and control the football game. That is something that we need in the midfield era. That is something that we've been lacking in the longest while. Now, I'm not saying we're going to play a bit too defensive, but we need stability in the midfield area, which I do believe that these two players can bring forward. Now, Daniel Johnson is mastering his art. The championship at the Preston North, and I've seen him put in regular performances week in, week out. So I do think that he has the capability to play well with Kevon Lambert, and I see Kevon Lambert and Daniel Johnson as a good partnership, as two double midfielders holding the pivot of the Reggae Boyz team, as the engine, doing all the work, doing all the beating of the press, also distributing of the ball, controlling of the ball game, shielding the back four, giving the back four a lot of protection, and then now doing well in the transition. These two players are also transitional, and they are multi-versatile, where they can also play in central midfield areas, where they can also play as a box-to-box, not only as a defensive mid. Now that is it for my midfield. Moving over now to attacking third, where we're going to have a lot of discrepancies. A lot of people will disagree, and you have a lot of people who will agree with me about this particular part of the team. Now let's move over now to the right hand side, where I believe that the only man can get that position is Leon Bailey. Now we have seen in recent times that Leon Bailey is finding a peak in form, doing extremely well at this point in time, and I do believe that what he's doing right now what he's doing right now, the form that he's in right now, if he should bring that into the Gold Cup, it would be magnificent, and then carry it on to the World Cup qualifiers, it would be also a great step, and that will do Jamaica a lot, the Reggae Boyz a lot. Now, Leon Bailey has been scoring goals for fun this particular season, also playing toying with defenders in the Bundesliga. So I do think that this is the time now that he should make that big step into the Jamaica national squad and do perform on that big stage. Stamp his name as the man of the team, and also the face of the team as well, and the star of the team. Now, over on the left hand side, this is also another bit of discrepancies, and people might disagree, people might agree with me as well. As I said, I'll have to go with Jamal Lowe over on the left hand side. Now, the reason why I'm going with Jamal Lowe over on the left hand side, Jamal Lowe is in scintillating form at Swansea. Also Swansea fighting to find himself in the top 6 of the championship, want to make that progression into the Premier League, and that would be a very, very impressive thing for them to do. If you should ask any Swansea fan, Jamal Lowe is one of their favorite players because of what he does on and off the pitch. Off the pitch, he's a role model. On the pitch, he's definitely one of their star players. He's been scoring a lot of goals. He's in scintillating form right now. Definitely, you guys can see that he has a lot to offer, scoring goals for fun, also taking the championship as if it's a toy. Now, move over into the central attacking midfield position, where it becomes a very much meticulous, where you have a lot of players playing for those particular positions. We have so much players moving, wanting to play in that particular area of the pitch over there. So for me, that particular person, we have Nathan Redman, who can play in that position. We have Casey Palmer, we have Bobby Reid. We have so much an abundance of talent who can play in that area. We also have the likes of we have Tariq McGee, we have Ravel Morrison. There's so much abundance of talent in that particular area. But for me, I would definitely have to go with the man at Fulham, the man who's also in good form, playing high quality football at the highest level, with the highest level of intensity. I would have to go with the Decordova-Reid. He has to be the man in that central attacking midfield position. As you know, he's in good form, great form right now, one of the best seasons of his life. And we have also had serious talks about Bobby Reid and how well his performance, until we actually did a comparison with Bobby Reid and Pulisic, and could see that Bobby Reid and Pulisic are actually having the same form of season, and Bobby Reid is definitely a player that can play in central attacking midfield area, because we have seen Fulham deployed Bobby Reid in that particular area quite a few times now, and it also has been successful. So why not do the same as well? You want the best player on the pitch, you have to put in all the best players on the pitch, and that is the best way forward. Up on the attacking turn now, this is where the biggest problem lies. Now, it's going to be so difficult, there's going to be so contention, there's going to be so much argument for this one. And up front, I would have to have Ivan Toney. It's so contradicting, because everyone is going to say Ivan Toney is not here as yet. We're not going to get Ivan Toney. Come on, people. The JFF president, he said, Mr. Ricketts said himself that they have contacted Ivan Toney, and the chances are very, very high. So who am I to say it won't happen? Why are we going to disagree with it? And the JFF president himself has said it. We have so much options out there right now. In the attacking third, we have Shaman Nicholson, we have Kemar Lawrence, we have Ivan Toney, we have Michial Antonio, we have Andrea Blake. So much abundance of talent in the attacking third. Even Javon East as well. So this year, people, this is the potential, inclusive of the potential. And if we should not go with Ivan Toney, definitely Michial Antonio is the man moving forward. So definitely, people, that would be it. And I would then if that's the case, I would have to choose Michial Antonio, because there's going to be so much confliction and so many issues. I would have to just choose Michial Antonio for this one. But people, thank you very much. This has been a good one. That there is my starting lineup, my potential starting lineup, inclusive of people that are potentially going to come in the squad. In the goal we have Andrea Blake, and then over on the right hand side we have Walker Peters. Over on the left hand side we have Kemar Lawrence, aka Taxi, and then in the defensive pairing we have Liam Moore and Ethan Pino. In the midfield, double pivot we have Daniel Johnson and Kevon Lambert. In the attacking three, over on the right hand side we have the man himself, Liam Bailey, the face of the Reggae Boyz, and in the attacking midfield position we have Decordova-Reid, and over onto the left hand side we have Jamal Lowe. Up front we have Michial Antonio as a striking partnership. But for every single position we have an abundance of talent in those particular areas, and I do believe that we have a strong enough second string team that can get the job done. We have players that haven't been mentioned in this team, such as Casey Palmer, Ravel Morrison, we have Damien Lowe, Javon Anderson, we have Amari Bell, Javan Des. We have so much players, people, and an abundance of talent to add it to the squad. But for now, this is my potential World Cup squad. I'm not saying Gold Cup squad, I said World Cup qualifying squad, because I believe that we can get these players by then if the JFF actually do their part of the job and get that part of the job done. So thank you very much, people. I know many of you would disagree with what I just said, and I do think that a lot of you will agree with what I said. And remember, people, this is the potential possible starting lineup if we should get all the potential players. I'm continuously saying potential because you have to. So it's based off potential, people, and please understand that it has a lot to do with the potential squad that is about to form. I do think that Mr. Whitmore would have a difficult task at hand to assemble this squad together and get the best out of them. He's going to need time, and I do believe that he can get the job done. So let's see how that one goes. People, please smash that like button. I know a lot of you might not, but smash that like button. I would really appreciate it. If you are this far in the video, please also go out and check out a few more of my videos, and you see the type of content that I build. Thank you. This has been Military Guna TV, and guess what? I am out.